This is lesson 147. It's a spelling dictation lesson with real words that will all have beginning and ending consonant blends. A consonant blend is a cluster of 2 or 3 consonant letters that come either before or after the vowel. Each consonant within that cluster will contain its own individual sound. Let me review the short vowel sounds. Short A, apple. Short E, egg. Short I, igloo. Short O, ostrich. Short U, umbrella. A, I, a. A, I, a. We have 9 rows of words. We'll begin with row 1. Tract, tract. The house was situated on a small tract of land. Tract. T. Tract. In this word, we have a short vowel followed by a consonant sound k. Now, normally, if you have a short vowel followed by k, you use ck to represent that sound. However, because there's another consonant sound that follows the sounds k, we just use the letter C, not the letter team ck. Normally, ck will be the last letter in the word unless you're indicating plurality. In other words, more than one, where you would have a ck and then an s. As an example, in this word, if we didn't have a T at the end of the word, it would be track. We spell track, T-R-A-C-K. If we wanted to make the plural of the word track to tracks, we still would keep the CK and add an S. But when you have a sound k that comes after the short vowel followed by another consonant letter, you normally will not use CK and you will use just the letter C. Script, script. The doctor wrote a script for me to take to the drugstore. Script. S, k, r, I, p, t. Script. Craft, craft. I need to take up a new craft. Craft. K, r, a, f, t. Craft. Grump, grump. Don't be such a grump. Grump. G, r, p. Grump. Grift, grift. That man is trying to grift me out of some money. Grift. G, r, I, f, t. Grift. Row 2, skimp, skimp. Do not skimp on nutrition. Skimp. S, k, I, p. Skimp. We use K in this word to represent the sound k, because the rule says that before the vowel, if you have the sound k, followed immediately by EI or Y, use K. Otherwise, use C. Clasp, clasp. The baby likes to clasp my shirt. Clasp. K, L, A, S, P. Clasp. Grunt, grunt. The worker made a grunt when he dug into the ground. Grunt. G, R, N, T. Grunt. Glint, glint. That man has a glint in his eyes. Glint. G, L, I, N, T. Glint. Plump, plump. He looks healthy and plump. Plump. P, L, P. Plump. Row 3, dwelt, dwelt. They dwelt out in the country. Dwelt. D, w, e, dwelt. Stump, stump. I need to get that stump out of my yard. Stump. Stump. Strict, strict. The school has very strict rules. Strict. Strict. Plant, plant. I will plant vegetables soon. Plant. Plant. Spilt, spilt. The child spilt his milk. Spilt. Spilt. Row 4. Brunt, brunt. She bore the brunt of responsibility. Brunt. Brunt. Stint, stint. I have to serve a stint in the military. Stint. Stint. Spasm, spasm. The patient went into a spasm. 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 Notice the S is double underlined, indicating S is representing its second sound in this word, which is the Z sound. The first S in the word represents S's first sound, S, but the second S in this word represents the Z sound, Z. Spasm. Spend, spend. It's time to spend some money. Spend. Spend. Flask, flask. He put a flask in his inside pocket. Flask. Flask. Row 5. Stand, stand. All people will stand when he enters. Stand. Stand. Stamp, stamp. I forgot to put a stamp on the envelope. Stamp. Stamp. Stilt, stilt. A stilt is the name of a bird. Stilt. Stilt. Frisk, frisk. The policeman will frisk you when you enter. Frisk. Frisk. Crest, crest. We reached the crest of the hill. Crest. Crest. Grasp, grasp. The baby tried to grasp the bottle. Grasp. Grasp. Swept, swept. We swept out the basement. Swept. Swept. Cramp, cramp. The swimmer had a cramp on his side. Cramp. Cramp. Slump, slump. The hitter is in a slump. 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 Blonde, blonde. The girl has blonde hair. Blonde. blonde. Row 7. Blimp, blimp. The blimp appeared suddenly in the sky. Blimp. B, l, I, m, p. Blimp. Crisp, crisp. The apple is very crisp. Crisp. K. R, I, s, p. Crisp. Trust, trust. I trust you are well. Trust. T. R, s, t. Trust. Scamp, scamp. That man is a scoundrel and a scamp. Scamp. S, k, a, m, p. Scamp. Blast, blast. We had a blast at the party. Blast. B, l, a, s, t. Blast. Row 8. Glint, glint. Glint is my friend. Glint. K, l, I, n, t. Glint. We capitalize the C. It's the first letter in a person's name. Cleft, cleft. The child was born with a cleft lip. Cleft. K, l, e, f, t. Cleft. Blunt, blunt. Your comments are very blunt. Blunt. B, l, n, t. Blunt. Sprint, sprint. The two runners did sprint down the lane. Sprint. S, p, r, I, n, t. Sprint. Prompt, prompt. It is important to be prompt for the meeting. Prompt. P, r, a, m, p, t. Prompt. Now here we have a three-letter consonant blend that comes after the vowel. That's relatively unusual. Most three-letter consonant blends will occur before the vowel. And now we go to row 9. Twist, twist. Twist off the bottle cap. Twist. T, w, I, s, t. Twist. Draft, draft. I will draft a letter for you. Draft. D, r, a, f, t. Draft. Crust, crust. The snow had a firm crust. Crust. K, r, s, t. Crust. Slant, slant. Don't slant the news to favor your position. Slant. S, l, a, n, t. Slant. Smelt, smelt. There is a fish called a smelt fish. Smelt. S, m, e, l, t. Smelt. This completes the dictation for lesson 147.